Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into your Friday edition of Wasatch Weekends. We love getting to be here to bring you some great community information and maybe inspire you to plan out your holiday week next week. Now, I cannot believe that we are 21 days into June. That means 4th of July is right around the corner, and we're going to give you some great information in some activities and events that you can participate over in the Heber Valley Inn, because you're not going to want to miss out on all the fun. But first, let's take a look at that local weather forecast. A great family-friendly activity is getting up and running to celebrate the holidays. Well, you can do just that here in the Heber Valley, and I've got Jana Brown joining me. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me.
Of course, it's my pleasure.
Now, you guys have a very fun upcoming event that's taking place where everyone in the family can participate in this main-to-main run on the 4th of July.
Yeah, we got the idea initially. My coworker and I went to run the 10K patriotic run in Provo a couple of years ago, about 4 years ago. And we loved the atmosphere of the run, the people that were cheering on, the families that participated. And so we brought that back to Heber Valley, and we're like, hey, we get a lot of people in our visitor center that are asking, what's going on the 4th of July? And so we kind of got together with everybody that could help organize it. And the race is the first thing that will be kicking off the rest of the Red, White, and Blue Festival that will continue the whole rest of the day, which Jessica Broadhead will talk more on. But it has been a success. This is our second year doing it on July 4th, our fourth year doing organizing the run itself. But it's been well received. This year, I'm looking at the registration so far, and we're getting a lot of past participants. We're getting a lot of family and friends that are out of state that we know are visiting Heber Valley families. And it seems like it's creating traditions for them, which is really what our goal was to achieve.
And what a cool experience to have that and the background story of doing the race in Provo and then deciding that our community needs this and finding such a fun way to get everyone outside, active, celebrating the holiday, and together, like you said, to create this maybe lifelong new activity that the family participates in.
Yeah, it's great. And they also get a shirt when they run. They also get, if they do the 5K, they get this lovely medal. And then if they do the 10K, they get this lovely medal. And then they also get a race bag that is full of treats from our sponsors and from our race committee members. So they do really get a lot for registering. We are going to do a promo as well for Park City TV. People, and it will run until July 3rd on midnight is the cutoff date. But the promo will be PCTV 24. So you put that in, that gives them $5 discounts, and you can go on to gohebervalley.com to find the registration and definitely get in there. We're not doing any morning of registrations because we want it to be a great experience for the participants, make sure it flows well, and they look forward to doing it each year.
Which is such a great way to get the whole community involved and really just reach that entire Wasatch back area. Now,
Mhm.
as people are signing up, let's talk about the race course that you guys have chose from Heber City Main Street to Midway at Main Street, and it's really cool that you're incorporating both towns.
Yeah, so our goal was to incorporate Heber and Midway as our larger cities in the Heber Valley. And that way, everybody gets a little bit of love and they get to see the beautiful settings of both cities. So they run up and around and then come back and they start at the Heber City Park and they end at the Heber City Park. So then they can have a breakfast and finish doing the red, white, and blue festivities for the rest of the day.
Which is so incredible because that is such a beautiful backdrop with Timpanogos right there and maybe the little bit of Deer Creek that you might be able to sneak a peek in. It's just such a mesmerizing place to be.
Mhm.
And then to do it first thing in the morning is going to be such a beautiful atmosphere, maybe some cooler temperatures so that the running's a little easier. But what a great way
Yes.
to create some community camaraderie.
hmm Yes, and we also have balloons that will be up in the sky then, and some planes that will be running back and forth. So they can see those along with the atmosphere and landscaping.
Which is amazing. Now, is this family friendly? Can everyone in the family participate in the fun?
Yes, everyone can do, they can participate. 5K, we do have some family members. We try and say, from 12 up because there is a patriotic walk at 8:30 or 8:15. Jessica Broadhead knows the exact time. And then all of the family members can participate in the patriotic walk. But the runners, I mean, you're more than welcome to bring strollers if you want to run with your little babies. We had one a couple of years ago that she ended up winning first place, and she had her baby in stroller. So it doesn't mean that it's going to slow you down. So we do ask that there are no animals, no dogs, because we do want to make sure that every participant has the chance to not have anything interrupt their running pace.
Well, and you're running along a busy road. There could be some
Mm-hmm.
things. You just want to keep everyone happy, healthy, and safe.
Correct. Yes. The patriotic walk, it will be fun and they can stay around, eat some breakfast and participate in that. So it really keeps the flow so they can stay as long as they want to.
Now, is this a course that you have run before the main to main?
Yes. So we have three coworkers, or three of us in the office of five that actually run, and we participate in half marathons together. So we run the race route every year just to make sure that we make the mile markers correct and the drink stations and do everything as if we were running that morning.
Which is incredible because then you know exactly what people are signing up for. Now, for some people who maybe don't run as often as you do, is there anything that they should be prepared for along the course?
I would just say if it is a little hotter than normal, I would hit both of those drink stations if you're doing the 10K. The 5K will have a drink station as well. If you do get dehydrated a little bit quicker, and if you come from a different state that's more Midwest, East Coast with lower elevations, I would bring just some extra water for that. But we will have some at the start and finish line if you want to just grab a bottle and take it with you.
And don't forget your sunscreen. Higher elevation, higher altitude means that it's pretty easy to get sunburned out there.
Yep, exactly. And what's great is we have some great sponsors. Intermountain Health is our title sponsor, which goes hand in hand with health and cardio and how important it is that you stay healthy and find something. If it's not running, something, that you enjoy and you're passionate about.
To just keep you moving because we live in such a beautiful place that every opportunity of not being outside is an opportunity missed of seeing the beautiful landscaping that we're so lucky to have here.
Yes, yep, I agree. Yeah, so keep in mind you can have a whole day of activities. You know, if you want to stay, if you want to just have breakfast, there are complimentary breakfast vouchers in each of the bags that for the participants, so they have the chance to enjoy that breakfast after they've worked it off.
Now, one more time, what is the website where people can go online to register in advance because there is no day of registration, and what's the code?
The code is Park City, so PCTV 24 is the code for $5 off. And that's for the 5K and the 10K. And it is gohebervalley.com/main to main 10K.
Jana, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and thank you for being inspired to bring such a great event and activity to our community.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. We love it. Thanks for having us.
Of course. Make sure that you go to gohebervalley.com. That way you can register for all of the fun and use code PCTV24 to get your $5 off your registration in advance because there is no day of to participate in the main to main race. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned. Are you looking for a great way to celebrate the 4th of July? Well, the Red, White, and Blue Festival taking place in the Heber Valley is something you're not going to want to miss, and I'm joined by Jessica Broadhead to give us some more information. Good morning, Jessica.
Good morning. How are you?
I am good. How are you this morning?
So good. Loving all of this warm weather that we're having this year. Such a nice change from last year.
Yes, it's beautiful, and the Heber Valley is just such a beautiful place for people to come and explore. So the Red, White, and Blue Festival has some great activities for people to participate in, and as we were just talking off camera about them, I am extremely looking forward to all of the fun that's taking place this year.
Yes, we have a full day lined up for you. So many things happening on the 4th of July. This is our second year. It just keeps getting better. We're super excited for all of the entities within this community that have come together to help create this great event.
Now, we were just talking off camera about the thing that has piqued my interest the most, which is the hot air balloons. So let's start there.
Yes, I run in the mornings and I see a hot air balloon every single morning, and it just is one of those iconic things for the Heber Valley with the backdrop of Mount Timpanogos to see the hot air balloons flying in the morning. But on the 4th of July, we are going to have several pilots flying, offering rides that will need to be booked in advance. And if you're not able to book a balloon, come out to the airport, check them out. They'll start flying at about 6:30 a.m. And if you're not able to book a ride, you can also join us at the Heber City Park and the Heber City Police Department. They'll be offering tethered hot air balloon rides the morning of the 4th and also later in the evening, all weather permitting.
Which is incredible because maybe you have a fear of some heights. You're pushing yourself a little bit by even getting in that hot air balloon. Well, instead of going hundreds of feet, you're going to go to a max limit where you might feel just a little bit safer.
Yeah, yep. Great opportunity for someone afraid of heights or someone who maybe doesn't want to invest the full amount to ride in the full hot air balloon. The tethered rides are only $20 per person. And they're also offering some family discounts. So if you want to ride with family and friends, you can opt into the family discount.
And so this is going to kick off the 4th of July festivities, and then you're going to continue throughout the day with such a big lineup of activities. I've made a list. I picked my top 5 because the list just kept going on and on. I was amazed at how many things you guys are going to squeeze in to this one festival.
Yeah, I honestly bring your shade canopies, bring your camping chairs, bring a cooler with some water, and just spend the day there. There's going to be so much to do all day long, so many things that you're not going to want to miss out on. We start with the 5K and the 10K run, and then we go right into a breakfast that the Rotary is providing. We have a patriotic walk led by our founding fathers and veterans of the community. Bike parade. We've got the plein air art exhibit happening in Midway City. We'll have the Freedom Train running, 3 separate train rides, one at 8, one at 10, and one at noon. We'll have some live entertainment on the stage, a sidewalk chalk art contest, free hot dog lunch. I could go on, but some of the highlights, some of the things that I'm super excited for, and then I'll maybe let you talk about things you're excited for. The guns and hoses tug of war is always the highlight of this event, and that is happening at 2 o'clock p.m. So our local first responders will be heading off in a tug of war. So come and cheer on your favorite first responder, whether it be the police department or the fire department, and let's see who wins this year. Last year, the police department took a pretty heavy win against the fire department, and I think the fire department's a little bit better prepared this year. And the other thing is the strongman contest that's happening from 2:30 to 4:30. Just seeing these men and women pick up these really heavy boulders and heavy things and, carry them across the lawn is mind-blowing, just the strength of these people. And then we'll also have a pie eating and a root beer chugging contest. So talk about a charming, old-fashioned 4th of July. We've got something for everyone, and there's so many things that you just won't want to miss.
It sounds like a packed full day. Like you could just start and stay all day because then you're going to finish it up with fireworks over the Heber Valley, which has been one of my most favorite experiences growing up here. And especially when you get to see them come from Memorial Hill, I'm a sucker for it. And so what a great way to just get the entire community involved, create that community camaraderie, and remind everyone that here in the Heber Valley, we all are family.
Yep, it's true. It's true. We're bringing community together, so we're super excited for this.
I'm really excited for the sidewalk chalk art only because I love to see creative people doing something that they love, and what a great place to do it.
Oh my gosh, I seriously am so impressed by the creativity and the skill of these young artists. It blows my mind. And this year, we're actually opening it up to adults as well. So we will have an adult segment of the chalk art contest where adults can also participate, which we had last year, but we didn't have a contest component for adults. It was more for the kids. So I'm super excited to add that this year.
And then, of course, the carnival, which is a great way to just get the family out, enjoying the sun, participating in some other things.
Yep, we've got some fun games planned for the kiddos, and that will be from 1 to 4. So there will be things happening all throughout the day. Like I said, you're not going to want to miss anything. So just plan on being there for the whole day because there's so much going on.
And then the market on Main, where the shoppers of the family can get that quick little fix, supporting local vendors, supporting local businesses, and really just enjoying kind of a sneak peek into the farmers market.
Yeah, so the market on Main will start at 1 o'clock, and that will run the duration of the event. It will run all the way until 9 p.m. when things start quieting down and people can get ready to go find their spot by Memorial Hill.
And then, yes, let's finish it up with the fireworks, which this is, like I said, one of those traditions that's been in my family for a very long time. We used to gather on the trampoline, all of us, lay down and watch the fireworks at Memorial Hill. And so as people are gearing up for that, then that's when they should start making their way over to Midway.
Yep, about 9 o'clock is when I suggest you make your way over to Midway. The roads along the North Fields are always a great viewpoint as well. The parks and things in Midway tend to fill up, so if you can't get a good spot there, just head over to the North Fields. And it's great because if you head over that way, and I'm going to give a little local secret here, I might get in trouble for this, but it's a lot easier to get out of after the fireworks are over.
Which is a nice little tip and trick for people, and especially for those who may be visiting and they're going to have to find their way to the North Fields anyway.
Yep, it's true. It's true. It's one of those another icon of the Heber Valley.
Which is so incredible. Now, as people would like to see the entire lineup of the schedule to plan out their day and maybe pick the 5 top things that they would like to see, what's the best place for them to get information?
Yeah, just visit our website at HeberRedWhiteAndBlueFest.com.
Oh man, and then they could participate in all of the fun activities. Now, you guys do such a good job of making this event bigger and better every year, and so this is the 2nd annual Red, White, and Blue Festival.
Yep, this is the 2nd annual, and it's just going to keep getting better.
Jessica, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and thank you for providing our community with these great events to really show the family aspect that we know and love here.
Yes, thank you. My pleasure.
Make sure that you go online. That way you can participate in all the fun. You can map out your schedule because we just talked about a few of the great things happening. There's still more on that schedule that you don't want to miss. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned. We want to thank you so much for tuning into your Friday edition of Wasatch Weekends. We love getting to be here to bring you some great community information. Now, I don't know about you, but I've got some things marked on my calendar for the 4th of July. Hot air balloon rides and sidewalk chalk competitions. I think that sounds like the perfect way to spend your 4th of July. So make sure that you go to the website, you check out the entire lineup of events and activities, and that way you can participate in all the fun. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow for our Saturday edition of Wasatch Weekends. I've been your host, Maddie Evans, and I'll see you then.